So I've not seen a townhome like this in a very long time. It has one of the best high schools in the entire state of South Carolina and some of the best elementary and middle schools in this entire area and region. And not to mention, the views here in this townhome are incredible. This one in particular has some of the best views in the entire area and community here in this Fort Mill neighborhood. So be sure to stick around until the end. I'm going to show you both of those. I'm going to let you know one of the best high schools in the state and what that is, what its rank is on greatschools.org. And I'm also going to mention a great area that is right nearby here. It's one of Madeline and I's favorite areas to go to. It's a cute little historic town. I cannot wait to show you, but stick around and add that to the fact that this is recently built. It's almost brand new, and you can become the second ever owner of this home. And if you have any questions about the price, about what it's being asked for, about anything regarding this house or the community or the area of Fort Mill, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, go and reach out via the phone number on the screen. You can also reach me via a link in the description for a private Zoom call session to go over your buying and selling needs. Now, I'm James Lonis, your local Carolina realtor. Let's go and see this gorgeous home for ourselves. So this is the main entrance to this gorgeous 3-story townhome that is through the very front. And as we're about to see in a minute, there is another entrance that leads to the kitchen. And moving along to this little extra space in the downstairs. It could be an extra living area, could be a place where you have a mother-in-law suite. I need to put a bathroom in. This door does lead to the 2-car garage, which is really great for convenience. You can also enter through that back porch area. So if you did ever want to make it a rental or a mother-in-law suite, you can access that back entrance through the side of the home. There's a gate we'll see at the end of this video that goes to this little fenced in area in the back. The owners did that themselves and it's absolutely beautiful. They also finished this little storage space. It was unfinished, but they painted it, put in carpets and flooring, and made it a nice little storage area. Could be converted into a bathroom potentially if you wanted to do that later on for rental or whatnot. Now we move on to the beautiful main living space. This is of course the dining room and the kitchen, and we'll see that view in a minute. It is absolutely breathtaking. Large oversized island here, which is an option they also included when they bought this from the builder a few years back. Beautiful countertops and a good sized pantry here in the corner, looking out of course over that pond view. And it doesn't look as big as it does in person, but that is actually a decent sized little pantry there. And we'll go ahead and move through the dining area and kitchen into the main living space. One of two really, if you want to use that downstairs area as a living space. They chose to use this as a little work area as well. You could potentially make that downstairs your work area, however you wanted to do it. There's a half bathroom here, so super convenient if you do work here, or you have guests coming or in town or whatever you might want to use it for. We see this little space. It's always nice to have a half bath on the main floor if you do not have a full bathroom. We'll go ahead and move upstairs to all of the bedrooms in this townhome, as well as the laundry room. First, we'll see this guest bedroom, actually. This is overlooking the front of the yard, and we can see the beautiful community here. These townhomes go pretty quick here in this community. It's a very good school district, and it's just a high demand area in that northern Fort Mill region of Greater Charlotte. They chose to use this third bedroom as a workout room, but you could use it as another bedroom. You could actually use this as your office if you want an office overlooking the front yard. And we are going to actually see the laundry room now, and it's a good little space here. The owners are open to allowing the washer and dryer to come with the home, but it would be open to negotiation. This is the full hallway bathroom outside of those main 2 bedrooms of the laundry area, and then we move into the primary owner's suite, which is a gorgeous space. Very freshened up carpets. They're pretty recently installed, and that of course overlooks the backyard. And this is your main suite bathroom. Love the dual vanity, always great if you're a couple. And you have a walk-in shower. All of these were upgrades that were added by them at the building of this townhome when they designed it. And just a gorgeous overall owner's suite. And we'll go ahead and check out the closet. Doesn't look as big as it actually is on the video because there's clothes and stuff still in there, but it is pretty deep when you actually walk into it yourself. Now, let's go ahead and check out this beautiful view of the outside pond and fountain. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit overcast, but it looks even better when it is a sunny blue sky day. We'll see this view from the deck. We're back on the main floor again, and absolutely breathtaking. This is one of the only in-unit townhomes with a direct pond view in this community, so very desirable, and it's just a premium feature. And you see the fenced yard. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the yard of this home. We'll move around and see the front there. Gorgeous space. This home was only built in 2021. We'll go ahead and see the backyard and the fence here. The owners had this installed themselves, and the HOA does maintain all landscaping here, which is a great feature. And this is a beautiful home. Let me know if you have any questions about it, and let's go ahead and see what I have to say next. Now, just a little bit of a taste of Fort Mill is what we're going to dive into at this point, because I just couldn't go and show a beautiful Fort Mill townhome without showcasing some of the areas that downtown Fort Mill has to offer. There's actually an axe throwing place right there my wife and I have been to. It's a great little space, and this is part of the downtown area in historic Fort Mill. Craft axe throwing, you see that there. There's breweries. There's all kinds of boutiques and shops. We'll see a brewery here in a minute, right there. Really cool place to hang out. That's Slow Play Brewing, and we see downtown, or I'm sorry, this is the Print Shop Brewing. Slow Play Brewing is in Kingsley, which isn't too far from here either. Now, downtown Fort Mill is very historic. There's just tons of relics from the Civil War and all kinds of different time periods. A little graveyard next to the historic downtown we'll see in a minute. And I'm driving through right now, and it is a gorgeous place. Lots of different architecture here from the early 1900s, some even late 1800s. Kimbrell's Furniture is a iconic place to stop if you're ever in the area. We just saw that to the right. Beautiful homes here that are right next to the downtown. Just really cool architecture, and you can walk to downtown from any of these places. From the townhome I just showed, you can't quite walk, but it's probably a 10 or less than a 10-minute drive depending on which time of day you're going. And you see some of these older historic homes with the white and the pillars out front. Now we're going to go ahead and walk through historic downtown. You see some of these different places, a coffee shop, really nice, and then there's just different boutiques and shops you can go. Madeline and I have eaten at some of these places and been to some of these places to shop, and it's just a really cool place. There's so many unique historic downtowns and areas in Greater Charlotte now, and I think this is one of the coolest places in my opinion. And you don't only get the downtown, but you also get amazing school districts. Fort Mill has some of the best schools in the entire state of South Carolina, and even Greater Charlotte. Now these are some of the relics I was talking about. It's just a beautiful town, so much to offer. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, that high school I mentioned was one of the best and most highly ranked schools in the state is Nation Ford High School. You also have a great elementary and middle school here. Really great if you have kids that are going into the public school system. Also, let me tell you about this gorgeous downtown Fort Mill, South Carolina. This beautiful area in Fort Mill is only about 10 minutes from where we are right now. And it is a great area. It has all kinds of boutique shops, places to eat, places to have fun. There's an axe throwing place there, a place to walk around, coffee, all that good stuff. So if you have questions about this area of Fort Mill or Charlotte, or about this beautiful 3-story townhome, go ahead and reach out via the phone number on the screen. I'm the listing agent for this property. And if you have any questions about the local area or about any other properties in Charlotte or Fort Mill, you can also reach out. I'm happy to help. Otherwise, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content about the Carolinas, about money, real estate, finance, about everything in between. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Look forward to chatting soon.